So here's something interesting. None of these MAGA influencers, none of these people who are so loud all the time, none of them are talking about the school shooting that recently happened in Georgia, where a 14-year-old with an AR-15 killed a bunch of people and injured several others. But just fucking crickets from Libs of TikTok, from Tim Pool, from all of these well-known MAGA influencers that just love to jump on anything to attack the other side about. For example, they're completely quiet on this school shooting that was done with an AR-15. Completely quiet. Tim Walz uses a straw. Yeah, he uses a straw. And they all take to social media and start talking about how the fact that he uses a straw makes him less masculine. The bias is insane. If these people had even a shred of decency, they would be loudly condemning what happened. But because that conflicts with their beliefs on everyone being able to have guns and the fact that the Harris Walz ticket is trying to put out an assault rifle ban, they say nothing. To me, it's just another logical fallacy. You know, you have all these logical fallacies. You have these bad faith arguments like ad hominem attacks or false equivocations or straw man arguments, you know. I think there is another one that should be added, which is literally not saying anything at all when you are someone who has an MO of talking about everything. There should be a name for that, and it should be yet another logical fallacy. What they're telling people by not saying anything is that they're unwilling to use the platform that they have to talk about something that literally got kids killed. And they're unwilling to do that because it goes against their personal ideological beliefs. If that's not the definition of bias, I have no idea what is. I'll give you an example. When a MAGA person took a shot at Donald Trump, like every Democrat, all the well-known Democrats, I made a ton of videos about it, condemning the shooting against Donald Trump, condemning it. But why aren't these people condemning this school shooting in Georgia? This is the type of people that we're going against. This is what Kamala Harris and Tim Walz is trying to beat, because these type of people, their mentality is literally destroying our country, putting people in danger, and it's all because they think that they need assault rifles to defend themselves. Think about that for a moment. It's called an assault rifle, and their main argument is that they need it to defend themselves. An assault rifle is not a good home defense weapon. A shotgun is. But they want their assault rifles so that they can be the ones on the attack, intimidating everyone while claiming defense. They're not called defense rifles. People aren't shooting up schools with shotguns. They're using assault rifles, which is exactly why we need to get those military weapons of mass destruction out of the hands of the basic citizen. Right now, Tim Pool's on Twitter pretending to be satirical about the fact that we all found out he's a Russian asset. So all of his last few tweets are typical Tim Pool, pretending to be cool and sarcastic and ironic, trying to trick the libs into thinking he's serious. It's so weak and so pathetic. You know that's just his way of coping and trying to act like it's not getting to him. But dude's a Russian asset. There's a case. Hopefully he ends up getting in trouble, but the company he works for is getting in trouble right now. And hopefully that shit rolls downhill to Tim Pool, because holy shit, am I sick of that insecure weirdo who wears beanies in May because he's too ashamed of the fact that he's going bald. Fuck Tim Pool, and fuck all these MAGA influencers who literally don't give a shit about democracy and are simply saying all these horrible things to profit.
And they know it. But I don't know that it matters anymore. This is psychotic. Ukraine is the enemy of this country. Ukraine is our enemy, being funded by the Democrats. I will stress this again. One of the greatest enemies of our nation right now is Ukraine. They are expanding this war. Now, don't get me wrong, I know. You've got criminal elements of the U.S. government pushing them and guiding them and telling them what to do. Ukraine is now accused, a German warrant issued for blowing up the Nord Stream pipeline, triggering this conflict. Ukraine is the greatest threat to this nation and to the world. We should rescind all funding and financing, pull out all military support, and we should apologize to Russia.